Hello YouTube, this is Miss Phelan, and in this video I'm going to show you how much money you get from the Burning Crusade raids. Starting off with Magtheridon's Lair. The good thing about running through Magtheridon's Lair is pretty much just one boss and ads. I don't feel like it's worth it for the gold to keep running over and over. You're going to get locked out pretty quickly, so I don't rate that one that high. Magtheridon's Lair gave me about 43 gold, 99 silver and 32 copper. We're going to Tempest Keep next, also known as the Eye. This is the raid where Karazhan Raid calls home and where the Ashes of Lair mine drops. There's only 4 bosses in Tempest Keep, the last one being Karazhan Raid. Karazhan takes ages to do. He has a lot of phases and I was basically AFK or jumping around. There were some greens to sell at the auction house, but overall the raid only gave me 301 gold, 35 silver and 88 copper. They're great transmogs though, and battle pets you can sell, and the added bonus to this raid is the Ashes of Lair mount that has a small chance of dropping. If you're going for the mount, it's definitely worth farming this raid. Next up is one of my favourite raids, which is Black Temple. I really like this raid because there's a lot of trash, there's a lot of bosses, and it's fluent. It's just another way, and there's a vendor inside. So this raid is really good for gold. And I would say there's a lot of transmogs, there's a lot of pets you can sell. So it's definitely one of my all-time favorites from Burning Crusade. The bosses generally doesn't take ages to do. There's a couple of them that has phases. I think the worst one is the Lydon. Takes a little bit longer, but otherwise it's a pretty fluent and quick raid. There's even a vendor inside, so if you run out of space you can vendor your items. One of the things I remember from this raid is that it's home of Terran Gorfeed, which is the first DK to ever be transformed ever. This is a fun little fact. This raid gave us a whopping amount of 597 gold. So compared to Black Temple and Magtheridon, it's a pretty decent amount. And that's before I sold all the greens from the auction house that I'm still waiting to sell. Next raid we're going to is Serpentshrine Cavern. Overall, there's a lot of bosses to kill, loads of greens to drop, and doesn't take too long to get around. You need to remember to fish up one of the bosses called the Lair and click the console for the last fight. There's also a couple of battle pets to get from this raid. I ended up with 368 gold, 55 silver and 36 copper. Next up is Gruul's Lair. This raid only contained 2 bosses, Gruul the Dragon Killer and High King Morgar. Gruul's Lair only gave me 82 gold, 58 silver and 95 copper. Did someone say Medivh? Yes, we're going to Karazhan now. For the aesthetic, this raid is amazing. It's like a big maze with all these little cool things. I got distracted a few times by the statues and the skeletons in a bed. Also got lost in there a few times. I recommend having a mailbox or an auto hammer ready because your bags will fill up quickly with all the greens and greys that drop from the trash. I really like the whole feel I got from Karazhan, and I really hope they make more raids like this. There's a lot of really cool transmogs in there as well. There are battle pass and even a main can drop from first boss. You see me fighting a couple of the worms in the video, and they're immune to magic, so you have to melee them down. I don't know if you remember your first raid, but this was mine. Couldn't get past the chessboard boss, so I never got to do the last boss, but overall I had a lot of fun doing this raid. I only got 298 gold, 24 silver and 40 copper. Only because I had a lot of greens to sell. I reckon I could have sold it all to a vendor for more. Next up is the battle for Magtheridon. This raid you will find in the Caverns of Time in Daenerys. You start off talking to Jaina to start the event on the Lion side. Make sure you go back to start the next event. You will have to wait a little for the waves to appear, and when the Lion side is done, Jaina will teleport away and you will have to ride up where the horde is. You talk to Thal to start the next wave. On Thal's side, the waves of mobs will be a bit more spread apart, but should be easy enough to spot. This raid doesn't have as much loot as the others, but there's some nice transmog pieces and some battle pets if you're lucky. Once the wave is complete, you travel down to where Akermund is. Akermund has a little dust scene that takes ages for him to go through, so get ready to FK a little again. It's good for screenshots though. This raid gave me 451 gold, 91 silver and 27 copper. The last raid through the Burning Crusade is coming up next. It's a Sunwell Plateau raid. You kill the first boss and you go through a portal to kill the Shade, and that's the end of that fight. This used to bug, but looks like Blizzard fixed it. Next boss is a mini event. You see Brutus talking to a dragon, glass wall shatters and the fight begins. Once you kill Brutus, the dragon will reanimate to undeath and you kill her too. Wait for Caligus to clear a path for you to go through the next part of the raid. The last boss is graphically my favourite fight through the Burning Crusade expansion. This raid gave us around 393 gold, 7 silver and 83 copper. I had a lot of greens to sell as well. From the raids we did, I think my favourite raids for raw gold and speed was the Sunwell and Black Temple raid. There's also a couple of battle pets dropping from this raid. The best raid for speed and raw gold was Black Temple. Black Temple had a lot of trash, a lot of buses and even a vendor to sell your grays to. I'm going to make a video for the raw gold output in Northend next, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you all have a nice day. Peace out.